Welcome back, Tribe. Have one here from Insolent Audits. Why men are saying no to single mothers. Wisening up, boys. Proud of you.
My name is Taylor, and I approve this message. Don't be fooled by anything I'm about to say. I'm really just joking half the time I ever talk or anything comes out of my mouth. But qualities I look for in a man. If you are interested, since I'm in my single mingling stage. Number one, tattoos. Woo! Get in my bed. Get on top of me and caress me. That's inappropriate. Number two, you're a good dad. Woo! I feel like I'm only into dads nowadays, so sorry. If you don't have a kid, go get one. No, I'm just kidding. Dad, good dad. And you're nice to your baby mama. You're respectful. That is key. Number three, drives a truck. I drive a truck, so don't let me pull up next to you in your little Honda. I'm kidding. Seriously, not hating on anyone's car.
Do you see the standards today? And they wonder why they're miserable, alone, angry, bitter. He has to have a truck. How does that matter in any relationship? He has to have tattoos. Again, irrelevant. Just because you have tattoos, which is a negative for you, it shouldn't generally be a negative for everybody else. And has to have kids because you have kids. And you're looking for a man to baby your child. You want a man to bring up your kid with another man. So the only men you can get left, which is sad, by the way, because she's not ugly at all. Blue eyes, good facial features. She takes care of herself. She works out clearly. It's just get rid of the tats, get rid of the mentality. See her in more like traditional clothing and a traditional mentality. She would have had a ring and a whole family and not be a single mother prowling the streets for bad boys with big trucks who somehow, ironically, are good dads and take care of their kids. Dude, Mr. Impossible yet again for this white girl edition.
But, girl, where's your truck? Number four, dad bod. I love me a good dad bod. I go to
Stop lying to yourself.
I still hop on dad bod before 6-pack.
Yeah. He'd be like, why are you so dry? Why do you act like you don't give a f? Because you give me no reason to give a f. And I'm not even trying to be that that's like heartless or whatever, but honestly, truthfully, I don't need a texting buddy. We're not in high school. I don't need a, hey, what are you doing? Oh, my mom went to sleep. You want to have a phone call? No. I'm grown, pushing 30. So if you're not planning dates for me, if you're not taking stress off my plate, if you're not booking me a massage, paying for my nails, doing something for me as a provider, male figure would in my life, I'm going to act like I'm going to text you for fun when I'm.
Where were these demands when you were 20, 21? Oh, when you were giving the kitty up for free, when you weren't asking for anything. And now that you're 30 and the clock is ticking and the value is dropping, then you somehow raise the price of the entire product when it depreciated 10 years. How does this make sense? You ever walk into a car dealership and they got a 10-year-old piece of shit and the guy goes, yo, we got to get rid of this thing. It's approaching year 11. I know. Let's jack up the price to triple. That will get some bozo angling for it. Because who doesn't want to overpay for a product? Can you imagine that? Imagine if men got older, right? I can't hold down a job. I don't like going to work. I'm lazy. I want to sit at home, play video games all day with the boys, and watch adult entertainment. Tug my chicken. What are my ambitions? Cheetos and Mountain Dew. And you know what? I think that makes me valuable. I deserve a supermodel because I got an 8.5 KD ratio on Call of Duty. I'm fucking 10 prestige. That is supermodel material. Oh my God. And I will settle for nothing less because her man is an L. His KD is only 0.8. Loser, get good, noob. Can you imagine that shit? Dude, the delusion. That's what's happening here. The things you're trying to value at your age are such a joke. You need to take away from the list. You need to offer up more. You need to put down more deposits, more advances into the man. Hey, here's what I would do as a wife. I'm going to already cook and clean. I'm going to wash up everything after you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to schedule all your appointments. I'm going to make sure you go to your doctor, your dentist, all this stuff. I'm going to make myself indispensable in your life so that you could take me in. That's what you have to do. They don't understand. They don't. They really don't. They're getting fed this lie from the mainstream narrative that I'm a boss, I'm strong, I'm independent. Simultaneously, inside, they want a man, they want a family, they want children very bad. Nature comes calling, and Father Time's undefeated. The clock is ticking. It's getting louder in their head. Kid. As you're approaching your 30s, man, provisioning, family, I want to nesting, right? But society is pulling them in one direction. Their body's pulling them in the other direction. And then this is like the mental psychopathy that you're seeing on TikTok spilling over. It's being pulled apart fundamentally and being unhappy with the results in real life. You're living a lie. That's what it is.
Bored. And then when I'm not texting back and I'm being dry, it's because I'm not bored. I got things to do. I got to book my own flight. I got to take care of my own massage, my own nails, because guess what? I've been doing it for almost 9 years. Y'all can't seem to get it together.
We are not in high school, said this single mom queen who is about to smash through the wall with the vocabulary of a potty mouth teenager. I feel a level of sympathy for the children who have this classic example as a role model. I find it amazing this single mom demands men to take stress off her plate, booking her massages, and paying for her nails, or she is placing them in the for fun only category. Sister, in case you didn't get the memo, you are the for fun only category. Yes! You still have a bit of youth left to you to barter with, but that's about it. Ladies, let me put it this way. Do you think a HVM sees this young woman and thinks she is sophisticated enough to take seriously? Or is she more of a short-term entertainment?
Same, but different. But still same.
Now, more questions actually pop up as, did she make these demands from her baby daddy before he...
And that's a good point, man. Just forget the baby daddy, just how she treats herself. Can you imagine taking a woman out like that to a ball, to a gala, to somewhere sophisticated where people have to be dressed up and have to have a decent vocabulary to even converse with one another, where there's not bozos with pumped up duck lips and listening to SoundCloud rappers, and that's the extent of their education? Drama shows on TV with women fighting one another and yelling and screaming, all that shit. Like, this person simply just is not sophisticated enough. Like, bringing her home to mom to meet your family in general is embarrassing. That's really what it is. You don't have the emotional and psychological maturity yet to be that woman. That's why you don't get picked as such. You're regressed into this failure to launch teenage girl angst, rebellion styled characterization of modern woman, where you're also empowered, also sexually liberated, also frustrated that you don't get any deep intimacy and you're just stuck in that ball and you refuse to break out of it and become your own person. You're just following what society does. That's unfortunate. You know, this also goes for men too. Don't expect to have a woman ever take you seriously. It's harder for men because you have to prove yourself before. So once you even get a woman's attention, you've already become the guy. It doesn't matter. But imagine a man just thinking like he deserves to be that guy that gets dates, that gets sex, that gets women pining for him, and he hasn't put in the work. We can't delude ourselves as men like that. If you're a Cheeto dust Dorito looking ass, fat, overweight, plays video games all day looking dude, Mountain Dew sipping, triple chinning, don't expect women to be ogling you, bro. You fucking breathe heavy just getting the mail. You got bigger issues to deal with. And that reality slaps you in the face as a man every single day of your life. You're invisible. But a woman can be the female variant of that and still get simps in her DM, still gets her ego blown up, still has suitors. Obviously, they're completely disgusting, but they exist. And that makes them feel wanted and valuable. And, you know, obviously the delusion scale rises. That's the difference. It's just now at 30, they're getting hit with the reality of, oh shit, actions, consequences. I don't get a free pass for being 20, fertile, in my prime. Everybody wants to be in my pants. Now I just get treated as another person. Oh, you want to have sex or not? No? Whatever. Oh, I'm not going to stay up all night to be texting you and entertaining stupid conversations. You coming over? No, whatever. Next. She's getting that treatment she used to give guys. And she's getting increasingly frustrated at it. Yeah, you're getting treated as a second, third, fourth, fifth best option. That's what you've been doing your whole life. How does it feel?
You know what my favorite thing ever is when a woman follows me and she starts to realize that her man ain't. And then she sends me a message and she's like, oh my God, I just left my 10-year relationship because of you. He was so abusive, mentally, physically, even maybe. I was so miserable. I lost myself. He didn't love me the way that I wanted to be loved. You helped me to really understand that. He had me manipulated. That's quite literally my favorite thing. It's like the best compliment next to you're such a great mom. That is the best compliment ever. Okay. So it just tells me like I'm out here doing the Lord's work. okay? By making these women understand that some of these men just ain't. And you don't have to accept bare minimum. I know I made a video like this already, all right? I get it. But like, if you're new here, you're just now seeing this, follow me. Because I will make you understand just how little your man actually does. And some of you guys are giving them and yourself excuses because it's comfortable, because you have kids. Keep following. One day, you'll be like, you know what? She's right. I'm done. You'll get your ass up and you'll leave. And then you'll thank me, because you're going to live your best life ever. You'll see the happiness that you'll have with him not in your life, and you're going to be like, damn, I wish it had not taken me so long to leave. My favorite compliment ever.
Bruh, let's call it what it is. This queen gets pleasure out of making other women single. I mean, what is that saying of the thing that loves company? And before you ladies jump all over me for ignoring that she got those women out of bad relationships that were possibly destructive. Yeah, right. The first thing she said was, these women in long-term relationships notice their guys ain't ish and were emotionally abusive and manipulated.
Ho, ho, ho! Fiction can be fun.
99% of divorced women will claim they were a victim of some sort. That either means the bulk of men in Western countries are abhorrent wrongdoers, or a huge percentage of these women made an Amber Heard story to justify a decision based on temporary feels. Well, since there is a higher rate of domestic violence cases in lesbian couples, I am going to go with the latter of the two. It is awesome how she is going to get women to see how little their men do for them. Let me guess. He pays for the bulk of the bills. He fixes stuff. He cuts the lawn and maintains the cars. But since he doesn't clean the house or do the laundry or spend loads of cash on you, that means he is doing the bare minimum. Ladies, let me highlight the roadmap a lot of you follow thinking the grass is greener with this guru's advice. And it goes like this. You decide to leave your man of 7 to 10 years for this other guy you met. Boom. You have butterflies because it's exciting, and it lasts 2 to 5 years after you officially end things with your ex. Then you find out the new guy doesn't provide as much as your ex did, and he is stepping out on you. All of a sudden, you find yourself latching on to a cheater who has a lower value than your ex did. By the way, this chick is a single mom. It's not like you are getting advice from the demographic that produces the bulk of the male behind bars population or anything.
No.
Moving on.
Public service announcement.
I love those
for
old
the
cartoons.
Men and maybe women out there dating someone with a child, especially women, okay? And I'm just speaking from experience because I am a woman with a child, okay? So there's a couple things that y'all need to know that is proper etiquette when dating someone with a child. Specifically, from my point of view, a woman. So let's just go down the list, okay? Rule number one. Don't ever waste a single mother's free night. Don't ever do that. Okay? If she didn't pay for that babysitter and she tell you to pick her up at 9
not my problem.
You better be there at 8:45.
That's a consequence of having a kid, not my problem. Shit comes up, I have to cancel. I have a life. I have a job. I have clients. I have shit to do. Maybe I got sick. Again, extra headaches you don't have to deal with women who don't have kids. You see this? Keep it going.
In the parking lot. I'm outside. Take your time, but I'm outside. And if you pay for the babysitter, oh, you already off to a great start, okay? But just keep that in mind. Don't ever do that, because you'll be cut off before you even know what's going on, okay? So just don't do that.
Don't waste a single mother's time. Hey, I agree with this, and I will add to this by saying it goes both ways. Both parties have an inherent value on their time. Also, ladies, just some advice. You should keep in mind when you tell a man who is willing to date you not to waste your time, that you are going to give him the same courtesy back. This is an opportunity to tag something onto this part of the discussion as to the difference in points of views. You see, ladies, just like you, men had to allocate their time and resources to see you. And life happens where you may have to cancel last minute because your kid might have gotten sick or there was some baby daddy issues. Well, the guy you canceled on can view that as you wasted his time, even though that doesn't seem fair to you. Perspective, ladies. Put yourselves in his shoes just for a minute, and it could be beneficial for you to understand his point of view, and it will definitely help cut down on misunderstandings that could be perceived as a waste of time.
All right. Rule number 2, okay? And this might just be from my perspective, but don't be asking to come around when I have my child too early. Don't do that. Let me initiate that, because now it's just weird. Because I don't even know if you somebody I want to bring around, and if you start asking too early, like, it's already turning me off, and I feel like it's forced at this point, and it's not giving good vibes. So just don't do that. Wait, let her initiate it, okay?
Agreed 100%. This single mama got a gold star with that one. Gentlemen, if you are new to dating a single mom, don't think that being eager to fill in the stepdad role is going to get you some brownie points. No. Just concentrate on her and leave it at that. In fact, the longer you go without meeting the kids, the better. They have a dad. Let him do his parenting part. This also can serve as a gauge to see if she is desperate to have a man fill in the stepdad role or not. I mean, when you date a single mom and she constantly sends you pics of her and Chad/Tyrone's child hanging out, that is a common tactic to get you to accept another man's seed as part of the package deal.
And last but not least, rule number 3. Have patience, okay? Be patient with that single mother, because she had to jump through hoops to make time to hang out with you, to be with you. You know, she had to organize her week. It's not for the weak, you know what I mean? She has a lot on her plate, you know, so a patient man, oh my God. We love y'all. We love y'all, okay? And we appreciate that y'all are being patient.
Translation: a man with no backbone, a complete simp, a dude so thirsty to get laid in this used up box that will absolutely put up with every single thing I demand of him. I appreciate you. You are just my meal ticket. You're my get out of jail free card. I love the fact that you're such a weak turd and you're willing to do all of this to get a piece of kitty. Wow, men like you make the world go round. I have a bailout. My actions don't have any consequences. Thank the Lord. What? Bro, dating single mothers.
And that's gonna get you, ooh, you're gonna climb the ladder with some patience, okay? You're gonna climb to the top. But you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta figure out if it's worth it or not. But it's not for the weak, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna just let you know straight up front. If she a good woman, and she really likes you, she gonna make time.
Shut up.
You know, she can do both. That don't mean just because we have kids, we can't have our little fun. Mama gotta have a life too. But we also gotta make sure we take care of home first.
You see how she strings that along, that little carrot? Mama gotta have some fun too. Of course I'm gonna give you a little bit, Timmy. Here you go, Carlton. You're gonna get a little fun here and there as you take care of my kid and me. Only. You see how we're negotiating right here in the video, bro?
You know, and then maybe one day you'll be part of home, but you ain't part of home yet.
Be patient. You are not a part of home, but one day. Okay, Queen, this is the part where your lines just got blurred. A single mother demanding a man not waste her time while also saying he has to be patient is a blatant double standard. What? He doesn't have his own schedule? Be patient means he has to work around your schedule, or he has to understand when you need to cancel. Do you know the type of men you get with rules that contradict that way? I'll tell you. Either a pushover, thirsty beta imp chump, which a single mother who has retained attractiveness will not be interested in, or a player who can be patient with you because you are part of his roster. He has got other single moms ready to peel his banana when you can't make it. But hey, you do you, Coen. I mean, there's a reason the baby daddy didn't put a ring on it.
How dare you?
This is some of the comments say. First chick, masculine, hard pass. Booking a massage and a flight and nails are what she says are providing for her. Ridiculous. The septum piercing is the brightest red flag there is. I bet she already has some kids from different baby daddies. First rule of being a good mom, pick a quality man to father your child. If you're dragging around a kid without a dad, either you failed at rule 1 from the jump, or you thought you could do better. Angry single moms giving advice on how to get a man. LOL. And then we'll end it on this one. Always funny. My favorite saying about single mothers is dating a single mom is like playing another man's saved game. Oh, wait. Bro. See you guys on the next one.